Hi everyone, welcome to or back to my booktube channel. In today's video I have yet again another book haul, which I know I just posted one like the previous month, but in my defense those were all like special editions I had been collecting. In today's video I'm going to be showing y'all I think a little over 30 books that are all used because this past weekend I went to my hometown where there are half-price books and there aren't any where I currently live. So I made it a priority to go to 3 half-price books, which I know is crazy and I am immediately putting myself on a book buying ban. But I love buying books, I love buying hardcovers, and those are really expensive. And I would just much rather buy somebody else's used books than like spend that money on Amazon or something, you know? Okay, anyways, enough yapping. Let's just dive right in to all of my new books. I'm so excited. To be completely honest with y'all, I don't know much about these books, so I'm not sure I'm gonna have much of a description for y'all, but let's just begin. First off, I got these 2 beautiful hardcovers by Tahereh Mafi. This is the same author as Shatter Me series, which I'm obsessed with that series. I seriously cannot get over how beautiful these covers are, and the fact that they're hardcover makes me so happy. I don't know a single thing about this series. I don't even know the main character's name. I'm pretty sure it's a YA fantasy. I really don't know. Next up, I was so excited about this, you guys. These are 2 of Emily Henry's backlog books. We have When the Sky Fell on Splendor, which I think this is sci-fi maybe. I don't know. There's literally a spaceship on the cover, so I'm just assuming that. Seems like they're comparing it to Stranger Things, which I have not watched, but I've heard good things about. So along with this, we have A Million Junes, also by Emily Henry. Between these books, this is the one I have seen more people read. I believe this is young adult and it has themes of magical realism, which usually isn't my favorite, but I'm still going to give these a shot. And I'm so excited that I've almost collected all of Emily Henry's books. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, the next books I'm gonna show y'all are kind of crazy because, you know, normally you would buy the first book in a series and make sure you like it before buying the rest, but that's not what I've done. If y'all saw from one of my latest videos, I talked about Cassandra Clare's books and how I was getting rid of the few paperbacks I had to buy the hardcovers instead. Well, I certainly have accomplished that. Here we have, I think these are the first 5 books. Well, I know these are the first 3 books, but a lot of people read these books in different orders, so I'm not sure these are the first 5. Anyways, I got these books in a box set, all hardcover. They're in spectacular condition, and when I found this, it was just the most exciting thing ever. Once again, I don't know what these books are about. I just know that literally everyone and their mother loves these, so hopefully I do as well. Honestly, the covers are pretty ugly, but I'm okay with that because they're hardcover and in great condition, like I said. So we have City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Lost Souls. So y'all are probably like, wow, you bought the first 5 books. That's kind of wild. No, I actually bought 4 more books in this series, which is a lot, I know, but they're hardcover and that's what I'm looking for. So when I find them, I'm going to buy them. So this is the Infernal Devices series, all of the Clockwork books. I think this is a lot of people's favorites. Well, I only know that from Katie's reading, but I also got the Bane Chronicles. I don't know who this man is, but he is creepy. Next up, I got The Housemaid's Secret. This is like one of the only paperbacks I got, but I recently read The Housemaid and I actually did enjoy it. Hoping this one has kind of like a better twist and catches me off guard, but I still wanted to pick this up and I'm super excited. Then I got The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I have no idea what this is about, but I know a lot of people love it. I had heard good things about this, but I just never thought to pick it up until I read her other book, One for My Enemy, and I seriously loved that. So because this is her more popular book, when I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. Then I picked up Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead. If you can see behind me, I have all of the Vampire Academy books. This is what the cover looks like. I feel like they're not very popular on BookTube, maybe because it's more of a YA series, but I ate this up. Seriously, I don't know why, but this stuck with me for so long. It was just such an easy read and it felt like trash TV almost. Anyways, I've been debating rereading it, even though I just read it like last year, so I really shouldn't yet. So this is the spin-off series of other characters from that series, and when I saw it I was like, okay, maybe this is my sign to give this series a shot. Maybe I will pick this up in October, who knows. Then we have another book I know nothing about, and that is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I love the keys on the main cover, and then if you open up the book, it has these, which I didn't even notice until just now, but I just know that this is a adult fantasy, and I think there's a touch of romance, but I don't want to go in with that mindset because then I'll be disappointed. But Starless Sea, I'm excited for this. Honestly, I hate this cover, so it was hard for me to look at it and purchase it, but we have Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. Oh wow. Keep opening the books and finding out that it's even prettier inside. Anyways, I'm going to save this to talk about in a second. So let's talk about the last set of books I bought from half price. Here we have them. These are the last set of books I have got, and it is the Addicted series. Y'all, I can barely hold these. Like, why are these so heavy? But I believe these are the indie versions from Krista and Becca Ritchie. Like, for instance, these are the books you would find in Barnes & Noble right now. They are not cursive. And then we have this same book. And like I said, these are just so much heavier and they're kind of like glossy. I have only read the first 2 books in this series, but when I saw these covers all together, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So yes, here they all are, very heavy, but this is honestly inspiring me to pick up this series again because I ended off on Ricochet and I'm just ready to dive back in. So those were all of my books from Half Price Books, but we are actually not done because I have a few more that I got from a Seconded Charles, which if you don't know what that is, it is another bookstore that sells new and used books. They were having this amazing deal where each book was the cost of how many pages there were. So for instance, if a book had 350 pages, it was $3.50. Like, are you kidding me? That is the best deal ever, especially since I love hardbacks. First book I picked up was The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is a part of the Cruel Prince world. I actually have no idea like what number book this is, but I finished the trilogy and I'm excited to continue on in this world. So when I saw it, I knew I had to pick it up. Then we have Inkblood Sister Scribe. I honestly haven't heard much of anything about this book. I actually only knew what it was from a coworker who read it and said that it was good. So I decided to pick it up and I love the cover, it's so fun. But this is another fantasy. Then at that sale, I ended up finding Ninth House, which I've always been a bit iffy on if I wanted to pick this up. But because I found it at that sale, I figured maybe it was a sign I would give it a shot. And so that's why this past weekend I ended up picking up Hellbent as well. I've heard such mixed opinions about these books, and I'm honestly really scared to start them. So if you have an opinion, please let me know your thoughts down below. Okay, we are almost done, I promise, but I ended up finding Immortality, A Love Story by Dana Schwartz. I'm actually in the middle of reading this right now, so that's exciting. I will say when I picked this up, I thought it was the first book in the series, so I ended up buying Anatomy as well, which I absolutely loved this book. I gave this a 4.5 stars, I think. It's a historical fiction about a girl wanting to become a surgeon, but she can't because of like the time period she's in. And that's what I'm going to leave it at. I have an upcoming vlog of me reading this, so you can see more then. Then I got No Exit by Taylor Adams. I recently read his other book, The Last Word, and I absolutely loved this. I think I gave it a 5 stars. I think they are both thrillers, so I have heard good things about both. But because I loved that one so much, I decided to obviously pick this one up as well. It seems like we have our main character getting stuck in this like blizzard storm, and she ends up, you know, stopping her car and seeing a child stuck in like an animal crate. And that's all I really know, which honestly sounds really scary, but hopefully I love it as much as I loved his other one. And then I didn't get this book from the sale, but I did get it from Seconded Charles later, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This is the last book I have from this haul. This is from V.E. Schwab, And when I picked this up, I definitely thought this author was Olivia Blake. I was 100% getting confused, but I'm still glad I picked this up because I know this is a lot of people's favorite book of all time. So those are all the books I have gotten within the past month. I know that is a lot. Like I said, I'm effective immediately putting myself on a book buying ban. But also I know that I'm going to be getting to these books eventually, and if I find them used, I'm gonna pick them up. So that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you've read any of these books or if you want to pick any of them up. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.